Hi, I'm Cody.
And I'm Jaden.
And this is our CJA Family Outdoors YouTube channel. And today we are
tapping trees.
Now here what we have laid out on the table is just a few essentials that you'll need to tap your trees. We're going to start with a knife. You'll need that for cutting your cord to secure your bottles to the trees. We'll also need a measuring tape, and I'll get into the video why you'll need the measuring tape. We have a drill here. This is a manual old school drill, but you can use a impact or even a power drill. Then we have a mallet here, sledgehammer. You can use a rubber mallet or a hammer or a mini sludge. We have our electrical tape. We have drill bits of each different size, and today we will be using 4 different style taps. So we have our copper, we have our plastic, and we have a socket. If you don't have taps, these are some other things that you can use to tap your tree. We're also using water line. So stay tuned and see how we use each one of these and why we have what we have with us. So we made it to the forest.
And so there are 3 types of trees you can tap.
Alright, an easy way to remember this, what type of trees those are, is be my wife. It's the saying, be my wife. Or for you car guys and car girls out there, BMW, birch, maple, walnut. That's one easy way to remember what trees you're able to tap.
Now, before you tap a tree, you want it to be a certain size.
Which is a minimum of 10 inches in diameter and 31 inches in circumference, which is around the tree.
Measure the diameter at chest height, which is about 4.5 feet off the ground.
Now to see if your tree is the right size, measure around the tree using a measuring tape. Once you have that number, divide that number by 3.14. And that number that is given to you will equal the total circumference of that tree. Here's the maple we're going to be tapping into. This is a sugar maple. I've been tapping this tree for 7 to 8 years, maybe even 10. But first, we're going to do the hug test. So see how I can't put my hands together? That means it's a good tree. But to find out the circumference, that's about 4.5 feet off the ground, and we got about 66 inches. So now we're going to take that 66 inches and divide that by 3.14. I'm going to be using a calculator because I'm not the greatest at math. So I said it was 66 inches. We're going to divide that by 3.14, giving us a total of 21 inches in circumference. And now I'm just going to eyeball it with the measuring tape. And we got about 18 inches in diameter, so that's a good tree to tap. Now, since I've always tapped the tree on the back side, I'm gonna this year tap it on this side. And you want to use a slight angle. And I'll actually go here for you. And you want to go about 1.5 to 2 inches in, or else you'll be hitting the heartwood of the tree, and that produces 0 sap. Sorry, I just had to adjust the drill bit there as it was slipping because I didn't have it done properly. And you want it to be white flakes that come out, because that's how you know you've hit the sap part of the wood. And if it's dark, that's the heartwood. So you won't be yielding any sap out of that. And I said you'll need electrical tape. And the reason I said that you're going to need electrical tape is because you don't want to poison the tree with the metals that you're using if you don't have a proper tap. So I've put electrical tape around here so the portion that's going to enter the tree is protected with the tape and the metal is not right up against it. I'm just going to go a little further in. Grab my mallet here, get my tap. And there you go. That's how you tap into a maple. So we've got our bottle on the top, and we will just leave this for a day or two, and then we'll come back and check up on this one.
So we're leaving this forest,
and we're going to go to another forest where there is birch and there's walnut and there's also maple. I just came to this forest because I've been tapping this tree for so long, wanted to get a yield out of it. So stay tuned as we enter the next woods.
Stay tuned.
Alright, so as we are on our way out this forest, we came up on something very rare in today's day and age. The tree fort. When I was a kid, there'd be 3 to 4 tree houses in each forest. And now finding this, that's super rare. So we had to let the boy climb up on it.
Don't even know how to climb up on this thing.
Right there. Right there, yeah. Go through the bottom and up and over. Now turn around. Go through. Yeah.
It's like I don't want to die. So we're back and we're into the forest now.
So up here, I'm going to give you the diameter of the tree, the circumference of the tree, and how many taps that tree can hold.
There are 3 types of maple trees that can be tapped.
One being the sugar maple, then you got the silver maple, and then you have the red maple. Do you know what maple tree is the best maple tree that can be tapped for syrup? Please enter that in the comments below. We'd really like to know what your thoughts are. Alright, so we've come up on a walnut tree. As you can see here in the background, this is a walnut. Now, It's winter time, so there's no walnuts on the tree. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna kick the snow around until you find a walnut. So another way to know whether or not you've come in contact with a walnut tree is you can pick off the ground, or if you can reach a branch, and within that branch, if you look at it, if you can see that, little monkey faces. And again, right there, there's a monkey on the branch. So we're gonna let my boy take the lead here. He's gonna tap this tree. So see the angle that he is drilling. Go ahead. That's the correct angle, and we've put some tape on the drill bit end here so we can mark how far in that he has to go, which again is 1 to 2 inches, 1.5 to 2 inches. And when you see that white coming out, that means you've hit the area where the sap will be running. All right, pull it out. And can you take the camera here?
Yep.
We got our copper pipe, again, wrapped in tape so we don't poison the tree. I will put the proper taps in the description box. I'll put a link to Amazon where you can pick those up. Alright, we're gonna get it here. And that's how you tap a walnut. So as you can see here, we've put a lot of dead branches around this tap, and also put some pine around it, just to kind of camouflage it, as there is a pathway over here. So if anybody's hiking, they won't notice that because the path goes back along there. We've been out here hiking for hours, and the daylight's leaving us, so it's just a little break time here. How do you feel about that, boy?
I feel awesome.
So we're just gonna have a little quick break here, and we're gonna continue trekking through the woods here, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. So unfortunately, the birch trees that I thought were birch, they're from the alder family. They're very, very similar to birch trees. They weren't birch, so unfortunately we will not be topping a birch today. But like I said, BMW, birch, maple, walnut, those are toppable trees. They're safe trees to top for consumption or to make syrup. With that being said, all the best, and God bless.